So we came to Edina with one goal: to enter the fish business. But 2 days later, we had more questions than answers.
You have no whether for buy in bulk with the cost now.
No, me, I never hear that PG fan.
Okay.
I never hear that fan.
Okay, we'll go for fun as well.
Nobody was rude, nobody chased us away, but they just did not want to talk. And when I say nobody wanted to talk, I just mean everybody was willing to talk, but not about anything that concerns the fish business. Every other person we met and tried to do some inquiries about the fish shut us down. Any conversation we had in relation to fish was a no-go area. It's not really like they refused to talk to us. They were friendly, they were as friendly as possible. They responded to our questions. But as long as it did not concern the fish business, every other question we asked around, we got answers, except for the business itself. It's a Sunday morning and it's quite active out there. We're about to head out from Diboncha. I think we're going to get to Edina. So we're going to be heading to Diboncha, the wettest place in Cameroon. This is my falling bear. From here to Half Mile. This is a famous Half Mile. I don't think there's anybody that lives in Limbe that has never heard or has never been here before. I think this is one of the most famous places in Limbe. Half Mile. So from Half Mile, we get a taxi to Batoke, where we are going to get another taxi from Batoke straight to Edina. Then our taxi driver starts to argue with the park officials because it seems like taxis are not supposed to travel such distances.
Anything goes up.
The man, but take a ticket number 500. The man,
anything that the park, I don't know.
and
First of all,
sister,
anything we have got called them and asked her to go or no go. You should say no go before you get a carry passenger to that kind of way. No, I tell you, man, that's not true. No, but not true. No, if you want to pay, go and pay a ticket.
are you want to worry me?
No.
So after a long back and forth between our driver and the park officials, they finally let us go and we set off for Edina. This is the local motel we've taken, and this is where we're going to spend the night. So I and Spirado are about to head out and explore
Edina.
Edina. So let's see what we find.
You don't want to talk, man.
But I suppose say something, brother. Say something.
I have nothing to say.
We're going to start exploring Edina today. Due to circumstances that were beyond our control, we lost the footage of our journey from Batoke to Edina. But nevertheless, after we lodged ourselves, we headed straight for town where we were going to meet the fishermen and the women that dry the fish. So it is at this point that everything gradually begins to work against us. Let's head into town.
This is the first chilling spot we found here in Edenau. Let's just look at the view. This is the view we have. I just imagine myself here at night, chilling here with this type of view. This is a very interesting place. Honestly speaking, and I'm really short of words. I don't even know what to say. There's boats everywhere. There's this bridge, and this is Edenau. This is Edenau. This is the first place we're exploring. This is the problem with making quality content in Cameroon. Edenau, let's explore.
But this is actually where our problems began. As soon as we stepped into town, we decided to first go meet the fishermen that had their boats anchored, and this is also where we begin to face our problems, because this fisherman is going to be the first person to talk to us by not talking to us.
The work I do so this is our YouTube video, but we want to inquire concerning the fish and small one. If you didn't have a Bamela, one in bulk, you will be now.
After a lengthy conversation with this particular fisherman, he promises to take us offshore the next day and show us how the business is done. So we practically leave this place hoping to have an adventure with him the next day, but still without getting an answer as to why we were here. So we leave this place and head deep into this calm-like area where the fish is normally dried for more inquiries.
One of my people machine fee now. Na dey out. Machine fee.
So the little girl we just spoke to directs us towards the women that actually do the smoking, and this area where the fish is being smoked is called a kumbo. So we head on straight into the camp of Kumbo.
We call this place Kumbo. This is where fish, I don't know how I'm going to call it. There's a lot of fish activity going on in here. These are the suburbs. Filming content in this type of places is usually really tricky because there's not a lot of people that appreciate you pulling up in front of them with cameras. Now afternoon, and another thing is once you're moving around flashing a camera, you place a target on yourself. There's a lot of people that are going to be trying to want to know what you're doing or want to know what you're up to. This is Edi now, the southwest region of Cameroon. So, oh shit. Toast me one. So the zoom lens on my camera is not really that good, but we're able to see some boats. We're able to see some boats coming back from a fishing spree. Let's say it's a fishing trip or whatever, but bro, this is why we make this type of journeys. We're going to take you guys to those places where people rarely take you to. We're going to show you the countryside of Cameroon. We just left the beach site and we're back in the Combo. We just took some shots from the beach. We're back in the Combo. There's a lot of fish smoking activity going on here. So hopefully we're going to find somebody that knows a thing or two and can point us in the right direction. Let's see how it goes. So look to the water.
There's no fish for there. There's no fish for there.
There's smoke over here too. Okay. We'll fish it down.
One do inquiries about this fish moving.
Yeah.
We have no whether for buy in bulk to the cost now.
I do not hear that be the fun.
Okay.
I never hear that fun.
We'll go for fun as well.
Afternoon, man.
One ask you about this fish smoking. If you guys know how much they say that back when they don't smoke that.
Okay, now person they go buy and bring them. You did just dry and dry am.
Make the buyer.
So after a lengthy back and forth with the women at the Kumbos, it quickly became clear to us that in this community, the fish business is more than just commerce. It's a heritage. And in Edi now, fish are not the only thing that is hard to catch, because information too was harder to catch than the fish itself. The women that guard the information guard it fiercely, and from our experience with them, we just knew that we're not getting past the guardians of this prestigious heritage. So we decided to retire to our lodge for the day and try again the next day. This is day 2 in Edi now, and this is where we spent our night. So we're about to leave this spot now for another spot. This place was not really what we wanted. Actually, no disrespect though, this is one of the coolest places I've ever spent a night in, and this is the closest I've ever slept to the sea. So we had a wonderful night at this particular resort, but the reason why we had to leave was just because we needed a place that was more accessible to town. Because as you can see, getting to this place was quite a challenge. So we leave the resort for a hotel a little bit accessible to town, because this is going to be our last day in town and we needed to get the most out of this day. So we get to this hotel, lodge ourselves, keep our stuff, and we set off immediately for the second adventure.
So this is the person that's going to take us across. Mango Duna High. So we're about to get off the boat. Okay, Pepe, for an hour.
We had fun and waited for the fisherman that gave us a rendezvous. He never showed up, so we had to cut our losses, go back to the hotel, and this is our take on this experience as compared to Kribi, which will be in another video. From Edinal to Kribi, the sea feeds the nation. In one place, its wisdom is guarded. In another, its horizon is open. But the ocean does not choose sides. It gives, and it demands respect in return. This is fishing in Cameroon. Not just a business, not just survival. It is heritage, carried in silence. It is strength, measured by the waves. It is pride, passed from hand to hand and from generation to generation.